everybody, this is Etienne Marcel with the Sports Inquirer, and welcome to another edition of Fighting Peaches. And on this edition, we're going to be hearing from Georgia State football player Jaylen Jones as the Panthers prepare to make the trip down south to face rival Georgia Southern in Sunbelt action taking place this Saturday, October 18th. Before we get to Jaylen, as always, to follow everything that we do, head to the mothership to sportsinquirer.net, premier site for news and notes in the world of sports. You can also go to our social media platforms on Twitter/X, Instagram, and Facebook. And finally, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our audio and video host, which include YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcast, and more. As I mentioned, I was able to head down to Atlanta and go to the presser of Georgia State football player Jaylen Jones as the defender prepares and the team prepares to face Georgia Southern, their big rival on the road. Let's hear from Jaylen, and we'll have some thoughts afterwards. Enjoy. Obviously, big matchup against Georgia Southern, the rival, going down to Statesboro. Just how's the team getting ready for that, and what's the anticipation level for this matchup coming up?
Just trying to prepare well. Watch more film on them. We gotta make sure we see who's the threats. As of right now, we see number 4. They got 2 good running backs as well. They got a great quarterback. D line, they gotta pay attention to the O line. We gotta pay attention to the receivers, DBs wise, and linebackers. They gotta pay attention to the running backs and O line.
Playing safety, you're not necessarily matching up with Camden Brown, number 4. But I guess when you know that guy's on the scouting report, what do you see as your job? If maybe he's on your side of the field, you're not going to be manning up with him, but you might have a responsibility there.
I seen him line up in the slot a couple times. He's a deep threat, vertical threat. He can run all types of routes. He came from Auburn, I'm pretty sure. He's definitely going to be a target.
Just in general, I know you guys want to get over the turnover bug and had a couple opportunities maybe. I guess what is it going to take to engineer some of those plays in the secondary?
We got to start punching out the ball more, attacking the ball. We got to tackle better. I had a couple missed tackles, everybody knows that, but we just working on throwing right now, working on preparing. And we also got to figure out, what do I know? Have I told everybody my position to know? And have I told the defense? And have I seen the formation? As a group, that's what Coach Pearson and all the coaches have been telling us, and Coach McGee as well, whenever he comes in here for our defensive meetings as well.
Do you feel like you guys are getting close and you just gotta grab one? What's the feeling like?
Even though we lost, we came in Monday morning, well, really Sunday morning, and we was, it was. I mean, we were still happy and excited. We got another week to prepare, another game. We're still able to win 6 games, or get into a bowl game. So that's all our mind is on right now. But our mind is on Georgia Southern right now. Trying to go 1-0 this week.
Coach just talked about the injuries. So I guess the defensive line has really been hit. What about you, just being a part of that defensive unit, seeing a lot of guys in the rotation, maybe even earlier than expected? How have you been handling that and trying to help the unit get acclimated as a group?
Next guy up. That's the motto. Next guy up. Whoever that's the next guy up, we trying to prepare them as well. Even after practice, we got a couple of guys that come in here for little player-led meetings. Try to watch a couple minutes of film, and just try to prepare for the next week.
Mm-hmm. Is that just part of it as well? Just you mentioned the coaches and them emphasizing things, but at this stage, is it really? Do you feel more of an onus just as the players trying to get the season turned around and reach that 6-win goal?
Yes, sir. It gotta be a player-led team. It always gotta be a player-led team. Player-led teams, they do way better than the coaches trying to lead. Yeah. That's also the thing that we were talking about after the game Saturday night as well. It gotta be player-led. It can't be coaches trying to say something. It gotta come from the players. I feel like it's more meaningful if it comes from the players than the coaches.
This will be your first trip to Statesboro?
Yeah, I didn't travel my freshman year. I watched some TV. Yeah.
All right, and that was safety Jaylen Jones speaking with the team. We thank Juice for his time. And Just the defensive struggles. We've seen them give up 40-plus points multiple times this season. Georgia State and Georgia Southern comes in with a really strong offense led by French and many others. So we'll see what happens there as they make that trip down to Statesboro and in their big rivalry game. As always, to follow everything that we do, head to the mothership at sportsinquirer.net. Premier site for news and notes in the world of sports. You can also go to our social media platforms on Twitter/X, Instagram, and Facebook. And finally, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our audio and video hosts, which include YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. Until next time, good fight, good night, be safe.